Hey everyone, it's Shan81 here and welcome to a speed build. Today we are going to be building a beach house, and I built this before Cats and Dogs expansion pack came out, but I built it to go in Brindleton Bay, so I wanted it to sort of fit into there. So I built it on a lot the same size as the lots available for Brindleton Bay and then moved it later. So I'm just messing about with some walls and designs here, and then copying it and putting it up a level. Putting in some posts because I want to make this a high set. So where I live in Queensland, Australia, there are a lot of what we call high sets. So they are built basically on stilts off the ground. And this is to provide cooling for the house. So you get basically breeze going under the house and creates a cooler environment on up above. Even with hot air rising there, all that sort of stuff, it actually works, and it makes for a cooler house. So you'll see a lot of houses built that way where I live. Yeah, this one in particular I want to do very similar sort of thing. Yeah. I don't like the posts that I used there, but I do change them out later. You'll see, I have to change them out. I wanted something a little bit more, just like, I guess, fancy looking, but in the end it didn't quite work. So putting in stairs, trying to work out the best way to put them in. I wanted something a bit different. I wanted the balcony to sort of be around them and for them to sort of come up the middle at the front. And then organising, trying to work out how to do this bay window. Obviously at this stage the patch also hadn't come out, so we couldn't do like rounded roofs and that sort of thing, but I still wanted to have like bay windows and that sort of thing included. So doing a second level on top, so it's actually, I guess it's a 2-story, but technically a 3-story. So because you've got the underground area, which isn't house, it's just like the first layer isn't house, it's just basically under the house area. Makes sense. Which I do something with later on in the video. I'll show you that you'll see. So make use of that space, but not actually make it house. So I'm just trying to work out what would work best for pillars under the house. Trying some thicker ones like what you'd see here. A lot of houses are built up on big thick concrete poles or brick poles. The house I actually live in is high set, so it's built up on big concrete pillars. Most of the houses these days have filled in underneath just to make more room. Mine is semi-filled in, so it's filled in, but like you couldn't just walk through, but it's not technically rooms, if that makes sense. A lot of them have garages underneath as well. So now just working out roofing. Roofing wasn't too bad because I ended up not really having any curved sort of walls. So where I wanted to have bay windows, they sort of ended up being square, and then the balcony is more bay, and then I added on like the bay window itself for the windows, instead of making like my own bay window. Yeah, so just sorting roofing, trying to work out how to do it. I was working with a photo as a guide of like sort of what roofs look like for this style of house and things. So yeah, just trying to sort out what would look best, what sort of fits. Still trying to work out stairs and railings and things as well at the same time, and working out what would work best with the roof and what works and what doesn't, and just trying to get it all to fit and make it look neat. It always takes a bit of an effort, I think. So what am I doing? I was still working out what pillars would work. Oh yeah, putting in some pillars under the roof, so giving the roof some support basically, instead of having it look like it's floating. And just adjusting balconies and things like that. So at this stage there are no rooms sort of worked out. At the moment I'm just working from the outside and just trying to make the outside look right. And the balconies and all that, trying to find windows that fit and will work. Windows can be a real pain to find. Matching windows can be really hard. Trying to find doors that work, that will, you know, give the right vibe, as well as matching the windows to them, and it can be a nightmare. But I go with a basic white wood look and just try and get it to work as best of my ability with what we have in game. So yeah, add in those little bay windows just to give that little bit of a detail to the windows, bit of depth. Some walls inside. I think I was just trying to work out a little bit of an idea of what I was doing without actually sticking to where I wanted to put the rooms. I sort of knew I wanted the rooms to come down through there. I think that's roughly where I was going to put the stairs or something like that. I think I was working out. Just adding windows to the sides. This is probably where I roughly get an idea of where the rooms are going to go. Especially in regards to kitchen, because you know I want kitchen windows to fit with benches and not look silly, and so I do get a bit of an idea of where I want things. Wall colour. Trying to find the right colour walls. That can be a nightmare, and the right looking pattern. So I ended up going with a blue weatherboard basically, and then trying to find wood floorings that would look right. So I went with a nice light coloured wood flooring, but the new ones in the new Cats and Dogs expansion would look amazing in this build, I reckon. I might actually pop in and update them, or I might just leave them without for now. Like when I upload this, I may leave it without, but in my own game I might actually update them just to see what it looks like. Working out internals now, knocking about with the walls, working out where I want stairs, internal stairs and rooms. No, I took everything out there, okay. Putting stairs in first, and then I'll put the walls back in. So just trying to work out where would be best to put them, and then putting stairs upstairs. Yeah, no stairs, it's not stairs upstairs. Stairs 2 upstairs, and then the walls around upstairs. Because obviously I usually have upstairs as being bedrooms and bathrooms, that sort of thing. It only ends up being a 2-bedroom house, although there is a 3rd room which could be turned into a bedroom, but I made it a study, and I always had planned to have it as a study when I actually built this house as well. So yeah, quite large rooms downstairs. What do I got? I'm looking at now. Okay, so you're trying to work out kitchen, dining room, living room, that sort of area, bathroom. The entranceway. Yeah, I sort of had an idea of what I wanted the kitchen to look like, the way I wanted to wrap around and sort of feel. So mucking about with this entryway, sort of dining room, kitchen area. Playing around with different features of build mode, like the why can't I think of what they're called? Where you have the columns and then the piece that goes above it, and I can't think of what it's called, but yeah. Yeah, just instead of putting an arching, basically putting something like that in instead. So trying to work out what would work best with it. There's no fireplace in this build because the houses that I live in, or that I see up here, we wouldn't have fireplaces because we don't get cold enough to need them. So yeah, that's why it doesn't have a fireplace, although it would still look quite good. Oh yeah, end up with going with a half wall instead, but I think I still use the Yeah, I do. I still use the sort of custom archway. And I think that's pretty much the build done. And I'll see you in part 2 for when I finish it. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.